Hi everybody, and welcome to Forza Motorsport 7 with a Porsche Cayman GT4 at Spa-Francorchamps. This is one of 3 tracks I'm going to be playing for this video. Hopefully it will be around the 45-50 minute mark. So, starting 5th position, and hopefully let's see if I can get pole position by the end of this race. I'm already on the podium with 2nd place, and I've not even reached turn 1. Now, turning through turn 1, perfect. I've not even violated track limits, that's how good I am. Not really. I'm pretty shit at this game. Anyway, 4th gear, and yeah, I told you how shit I am at this game. So I decided to back out. I'm going to hand back the position to this bot because actually I'm a decent person. I thought just putting the throttle back and letting the uphill gradient just work with my car would be okay, but no, I actually have to put some form of brakes into it. Oh well, I'll do more practice laps in Spa and see what I can get with this car. Anyway, I'm going into No Name Corner, the unofficial name for this corner anyway. You just have to play with the throttle a little bit, just make sure you don't go too deep. If you go too deep, that's it, you're screwed. And you don't want to be defending around this corner, because unfortunately, it's one of those corners where you have to try and not accelerate as much from. And if you lose a position there, then that's it. You have to back out entirely. Just coast throughout the entire corner when you're fighting. Now, as you've noticed, I have lost my back end a lot. And it's not only been 3 minutes into this video nearly. Yeah, I'm already bad enough. And a misshift there as well, going in towards the back straight. Now, here's the thing though, I don't normally play Forza Motorsport 7 or have a decent experience with this game. But surely it's not that hard to follow a fucking line. Like, literally a blue line and then... yeah, get the braking point dead right. I rotate fine on this corner, but then I rotate too early, carrying less speed. And then I mess up with the track limits. That gets me on my outlap 234.3, and I'm going back into turn 1. And here, I get this corner... no, I don't want to talk about this corner anymore. This is already bad enough, I'm sorry. Anyway, going in towards Uruguay. I do it slightly better, at least I don't go off track, but I lose my back end, and I can't do anything. Anyway, this is a proper lap, so I'm 2 2/10 up from my outlap, which is better than nothing, I suppose. Anyway, going around this mini kink, and I mess up. Yeah, this, you can see I am Peggy 18ing this line. And I still am 2/10 up further from my first checkpoint arrival. I get on the throttle decently and I nail, literally, I nailed No Name Corner perfectly, according to Forza. And again, I touched the same grass at the exact same location this lap like I did on my outlap. Yep, and this mini corner, well, this large corner actually, I do good in. Oh no, I've lost the back end, go off track, touch the grass, touch the sand, and kiss the barrier. Now, do I keep pole position, yes or no? Why do I have pole position? Anyway, you can see my tyres are literally so bad in terms of temperature. That's why I just ease off the throttle there and just let the car do the talking. Now then, on to the back straight. And I'm 4 4/10 down. See, that's how shit at racing I am. I ride the curb, 2 wheels on the curb and 2 wheels on the track. And I don't brake properly because I downshift too quick. I get the exit okay, I guess, because I start accelerating much quicker from second place. Who's trying to hunt me down the entire race? Yeah, and I mess up this corner because I'm about half a car width off the apex that I should be literally touching. But anyway, the back end's okay, and going down Eau Roger for the last time. Do I get it right? No. I rotate too early. But I get the second half right, so I guess it's better for me. Not really. So I'm 2 6/10 up now from my personal best lap. I'm probably looking at a 2:33, considering how bad I am at racing. So, anyway, do I nail this king? Yes, I do! I nailed the king perfectly. Nailed this turn as well. 2 perfect turns in a row. I'm actually surprised for myself. And then I don't nail No Name corner, even though I just about get back onto the line, even though I took the line too wide. And another perfect turn from turn 7, I think. I've lost count anyway. Let's hope I get this corner right. And yes, I do! This corner has been achieved. Alright, I guess. So that means I'm now 4 4/10 up, and then I had to slow down immensely because unfortunately I was going to go off track again and kiss the barrier for the second time this match. Touching the apex and the grass as well. For some reason, I'm a grass pervert. Or maybe it's Forza trying to tell me something. I think this game wants me to be a bottle job. But anyway, because I play on a controller, I can't keep this car straight. Okay, I actually nailed the exit of this corner, and I think I'm, from what I've seen, 4 9/10 up. And I don't nail the final kink, which is sad. Anyway, I'm getting to 31 around this lap. Oh, and I get a 2:29 5/10, which is my personal best lap with this Cayman GT4. Excellent. Now, the next track we're looking into is Yas Marina. Now, I've done a lot of practicing with Yas Marina track, so hopefully I should know my strengths and weaknesses with this Cayman GT4 in Yas Marina. Now, bearing in mind, this is the short variation. I believe the north reverse. I can't remember which direction is which. I start 3rd place, and I pass 2nd place easily. I should really be braking more conservative. Never mind, I should brake a little more aggressively, just a little later. I shouldn't be this harsh with my car. It's only lap 1, I've only got 5 laps to catch up to this Lamborghini Gallardo. Which I mess up on, bearing in mind. I try to avoid collisions, and my rear tyres have heated up again. See, this is a common theme in this video, me messing up so much that I can't control cars. Anyway, I'm going for a lunge and off the track. So, going back for the cutback, it was a very wide cutback. Playing with the throttle, going to 3rd gear. Now, coming down the main straight, will I get podium? Or pole even? Yes, I do. Pole position. Going into the 1st corner. And I nearly nail it. And apparently he says it's a good turn. And I touch the curb just on the right hand side. Now, Do I go into turn 3 decently? Nope. Into turn 4. Let's see. Do I do a good job here? Nope. And it says it's a perfect turn. I'm literally drifting here. That's how bad my driving is. I don't follow the line. Anyway, going on to the main straight now. Hoping to pick up a lot of speed, as I am now speeding away from that Lamborghini Gallardo Super Spider, right behind me, on the 150 board. Just braking after that 150 board. Do I nail this corner? Yes I do. That's the first turn. Going to the second turn. Now we're into the last turn, before the straight in towards the finish line to start our third lap. I get a perfect exit out of that. And I've got 3 4/10 up from lap 1. Starting my third lap, 59.4 is now my best lap. I really should learn how to control my Porsche properly. Now, here's a decent option and I missed the braking point entirely again. I don't think I'm going to learn from this. Anyway, this is a clean lap, 31 seconds in. Think I'm going to be down on time with this. Oh, never mind, I am 5/10 up from the 59.4. So technically, this game's going to tell me I'll be around 58. And I mess up. 150 board. It was fairly good braking. But I know I messed up somewhere. Especially on the exit of this corner. Not to worry. I was 6/10 down. Actually, I was 6/10 up, so I got a 58.7 on lap 3. Starting lap 4, and I mess up. Now, I rejoin the line. Do I nail this braking point this time? Nope, because my brakes locked up so bad, because of ABS. Following the line decently here. And I actually nailed the line okay. I'm now 7/10 down from the 58.7, which was my personal best. Now, just a little bit of backstory. When I was practicing 12 laps in this car and 5 laps on the R8 LMS, and I cut the chicane thing. I don't know where it is. So, in the R8, I got a 56.3 with this Yas Marina circuit. And obviously, the next time I played, I had to use this car, because I was testing a theory out. I only did 2 practice laps, because I had a general idea of this track. I got a 56.2 with this car. So for some reason, my practice sessions are better than these race sessions. Is it because of pressure? I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, coming on to the main straight, I will be looking for the 150 board. Onto the brakes. I want to try and brake just on the 150 board, because I'd say that's the best braking point, and just after the 150 board. I hit second gear. Play with the throttle. Now, do I get a perfect turn from here? Yes, I do. Perfect exit. And, of course, I win Yas Marina. My best lap being the 58.7. Because this one was about 59.4, I think. I can't remember what lap I got here. And Forza's bugging again. But anyway, we're going to move on to bar first. Do you want to see my fails whilst practicing this AMG GT3? Yep, touch the wall once. And the wall stops me. For God's sake. Right. Time to speed. Ooh, I am literally drifting around this downhill section. I can't even see the racing line. Where am I meant to go? Oh well, the car and track was inspired to me from Super GT, so thank you for that. And I braked too late. Ow. As you can see just back there, yeah, you can see I've messed up pretty nicely because I've hit the tyre wall on lap 1. And I'm 11 seconds up from my lap. God, this is ridiculous. Anyway, turning into this corner, And I braked too late. I'm disappointed, to say the least. Oh well, I've never played Barfirst before, so yeah. How the fuck do you Australians pronounce it? But yeah, I decided to go slow around here now because I want to try and learn all the apexes, what's the limits of my car, how much should I turn into this corner, what would the weight feel like. So I have to take it slow, I have to memorise each part of the track, including braking points. And how much curb can I take, even though this is Forza. Oh well, enough of that, I guess. Let's just cut straight into the action. Right, lap 3. I was actually speeding, going down the downhill section. I could start to see the racing line a little better now. Which is actually a decent sight, I'm not gonna lie. Shifting down and... Ooh, just avoiding contact with the barrier. And... yeah, I touched the grass and I basically end up screwing myself into bits. And I realise how much of a shameful person I am, how much I suck at this game, and how much I want to give up living. So yeah, let's see how well I do on a practice lap. Here we go, straight through the line, starting my new outlap. Second gear around the first corner onto the main straight. Number 1, I would say, because there's 2 main straights in Barfirst. I have to recognise my braking points very wisely, but obviously I've got a line to do so. So just before the first sign comes up, I'm going to stay 3rd gear so I have enough traction and just floor it round the corner. Now then, going uphill. This is the challenging part of the track. In fact, going from uphill to downhill is even worse. The entire section is so bad that literally you don't know what you're going to face up with. But anyway, going down, I flattened out a little bit. I'm trying to recognise my braking points. I want to try and secure a decent lap time. This lap and the next lap, so then I don't have to face up with just struggling on the track. Now, I spent a good 15 minutes just actually practicing Barfirst before I could send you any footage of what happens to be a miracle at Barfirst. No spoilers. But anyway, I get this downhill section right. And I start to speed on the second and last main straight of this track. Here we go. I'm turning in, and I just brake before the first Fujistu sign leaves way, and I think that's a 150 board. I have to try and make sure I'm in 3rd gear when turning out. Now, turning into the last corner, you're in 2nd gear. You want to put the power in as early as you can, but make sure it's not too risky. Anyway, I get a 2:17.8 with my first lap, which is obviously from a standstill. But here we go. I'm now currently on my way to speeding towards corner number 2. I'm already 1 4/10 down, and I'm braking before that first sign. I've touched the grass, but no effect. I don't lose my back end, so I'm okay with that. The turning wasn't too good. I touched the brakes, and now I slam them even more. I've turned out of this tricky hairpin fine. Got a decent exit on this corner. Going into what tries to resemble as a chicane. One of my mates just doesn't like this track at all. Anyway, I'm 2 5/10 up, which is a good sight to see. Anyway, I'm starting to brake just after that sign, and then obviously speed downhill. Let my coasting do the rotation and the talking around this track. Because really, on this downhill section, you don't want to accelerate too much, otherwise you're going to miss your braking point. Now, I brake a little too early. Give it another 8 meters and then I should be perfect for the brakes. And I'd have a really inside line where nobody can get past me. I'm now throwing 2 10s up. And hopefully this should be my perfect lap. I'm hoping for a better lap 3. Because I predict a 2:14.3 on this lap. Second gear out. Third gear, I don't lose my back end, so it becomes actually a good turn. Thanks Microsoft for that compliment. Just after the last sign, before turning in towards the last turn, I lose my back end. And I get a 2:14.8, which is interesting. Second gear, turn into the first corner, I lose the back end, and I would already say I've lost 3 tenths just by doing that. Who knows? I gain just under a tenth. I gain 6... yeah, I gain 600ths. Oh well, every little helps I suppose. Right, I'm now becoming aggressive with my acceleration. I'm not touching the brakes much. And I lose my back end over here. That's a massive fail from me. Now, resembling a chicane, I go through this... like a noob, I suppose. I don't touch the brakes much here, I just coast and I lose 7 tenths. See, I've already lost enough time dragging my rear end everywhere I go. And there we go again. Second gear. Hopefully I get this downhill section right. I'm still on the line somehow, even though I lost it twice. And I brake too late. And just avoiding. Now, sadly, we know, yeah, this lap was just gone. But anyway, let's just cut forward. So, now I've got all the confidence in the world for this race. This is in it to win it, basically. I start podium next to a Lamborghini. Nope, a Lamborghini's behind me. I start next to a BMW M8 GTE. And behind that is a BMW Z4. Anyway, the Lamborghini is gonna be on my tail, as normal. The M8 GTE tried to go on the inside, but can't. I now start out-accelerating the M8. That Huracan is really onto me, so I'm gonna have to go and defend this corner. So I just brake before the second to last sign. Take the inside line, follow the normal racing line straight out, going towards turn 3 and the tricky hairpin for turn 4. Here we go. I nail that one. No, I don't nail it. I just lost my back end. Take a perfect turn on turn 5, into turn 6. Compromise my exit. Turn 7, the exit's okay, I've recovered a little bit. Going to turn 8. Just out, but losing my back end again. Turn 9. I shouldn't have really braked, I should have just coasted a little bit, or eased off the throttle. Turn 10. Now going into the downhill section. This is another tricky section to get correct. This is as bad as the uphill section. Coasting my throttle now. trying to let the car rotate on its own without my input. Second gear. Now, I'm just going to leave it at a second, and I get this corner nailed. Okay, it's not a good turn. It's okay to my standards. Anyway, going 5th gear, we'll be hopefully going around 180 miles an hour, turning in towards... yeah, I don't know where I'm turning into, but I'll just turn right in towards a massive braking zone. Braking on the second sign, or even the first sign, I can't remember what I said now. Luckily I don't meet the barrier or touch any grass on this lap. I'm actually okay with the slap. For once. Braking after the last sign, turning into the last turn, and crossing the line to start my second lap with a 2:17.1. It's better than the 2:17.8 I think I got on my practice session, so I'm already 7/10 up. If you count the practice laps, that is. Now, my best lap time, you could call it debatable, but no. It's well deserved. Anyway, 2 5/10s up. So it's just basically the typical practice session lap time. I'm probably going to get something like 2:15.1. Where I'm going to be like 1 and 7/10s up, probably. I don't know. We'll see at the end of this lap what I get. Anyway, having a good exit on this corner, going to the next. I get an excellent exit through these next few corners. I have actually learned my lesson around bar first on this uphill section. Now, we're on to the uppy downy bit. Basically the stalemating area. Slightly more breathing section. Nope, I gotta start breathing heavily now, around this corner. That Lamborghini is literally 2 1/10 away from me. He is sniffing my arse, he's ready to overtake me. Does he want to lunge like he tried to do lap 1? I don't know what he's gonna do. Let's all wait and see. He's going for it, he's going for it, he's going for it. It's really close. It was 300s off me. He could have done it. But no, he decides to have more traction than I have. And he decides sportsmanship is better. I'm still 2 5/10s up from my previous lap. That's a good thing. That means I'm most likely going to get 2:14.6. Or 2:14.5. Anyway, braking on the sign. The Lamborghini always seems to brake better, but I outpace everybody. That's my thing. I get a perfect exit out of that corner. Except I don't clip the apex. I'll still work on that. Do I clip the apex? Nearly. But then I lose. I just about lose the exit for this turn. And I get a dirty lap. Start from lap 3. 2:14.7. That's a good lap time actually. 2 3/10s up. From the out lap from lap 1. Anyway, sorry. Carrying on. Before I messed up. I'm now 300s up from my lap 2 record. I'm going too slow around that corner. And I lose the back end. That's a bad sign. Because this is where I started to get a little nervous because I lost the back end. I started driving more aggressively, making sure that Lamborghini was off my backside. He was just gonna go on the inside. Did he stop because of a yellow flag? I don't know. I think the drunk stewards from Gran Turismo Sport have to say something about this. But anyway, carrying on into my final lap. I am now pacing everybody. Sadly, I'm 1 5/10s down. If I had a 4th lap, I think that Lamborghini would surely overtake me. Anyway, I'm now going down this downhill section. Let's see if I can get this nailed correctly for the last time. Yeah, never mind. I touched the barrier. This game just wants me to lose to that Huracan so badly. But in all seriousness, it's just me. Anyway, going on to the last straight. Before the 3rd last corner. I'm now 1 8/10s down. I only lost 3/10s just because of one corner that I slammed into. That Lamborghini is being outpaced outmaneuvered even. I got the braking point just a little bit more aggressively. I have outpaced the Lamborghini entirely. And that means I actually do win. But do I? Or is it one of those Super GT cases where he loses but wins? And it's a 216.3. And there you go. That's the end of bar first. You can see in the lap times, everybody's getting better. 2:14 and even 2:13s. So anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And I will see you soon. Take care.